All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much once again for coming around. Today, of course, the way things are, I am not in my comfort zone today. And of course, Biafrans will come back to you as soon as possible. I'm not in my comfort zone today. Just a very quick one. Just a very quick one. And I will keep you update, as soon as I return to my base. I'm not in my base. As you can see, just me somehow. Do you understand what I'm saying? So me somehow. So I'm not in my comfort zone. Just a very quick one, and I'll be monitoring what is going on Facebook and social media, as the case may be, to update you as soon as it's possible. I'm just outside the country, somehow not in my base this time around. Just wanted to let you know that I'm keeping an eye on how things are going. Fortunately, I won't reach out to you the way I used to do on a weekly basis. But my mind and my soul and my thought are with you, Biafrans, anywhere you are. We cannot, exonerate, the evil that are happening in our place for any short changes. So I will keep an eye on events. I will keep an eye on events. As soon as I return to my base, definitely we will continue on the analysis of the development. A lot of things are happening, as the case may be. A lot of things are happening in Biafra land. There are, some individuals who are still marauding themselves, who are still, trying to, penalize IPOB and its leadership, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the head of the directorate, but unfortunately, I'm not in my comfort zone to do a deep analysis on that as I normally do. But however, definitely I'm going to somehow keep an eye on the things. So of course, the issue of Biafra remains something that bothers us, anywhere we are. We cannot, run away from this enemy's confrontation. As you all know, Biafra remains our religion, and without Biafra, we are nothing. Without Biafra, we are nothing. I can tell you that. Without Biafra, we are nothing. And a lot of things are happening. We keep an eye as well on our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because he remains our leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the prisoner of conscience, and the Nigerian Court of Jurisdiction have discharged and acquitted him in all blackmail, in all orchestrated plan, in all everything they ganged up against him to hew us down in this Biafra restoration quest. But they don't know how we prepared, how much we have prepared, and our people are doing exceptionally well. And of course, our legal team, our brother Mazi, Benjamin Madbug, of course, have done a lot of great job, which we all know in the recent time have shaken the foundation of the enemy, which you all know. Of course, he has done a very fantastic job. I know his visitation to the Onyenduma Nnamdi Kanu will definitely, will change some kind of misconception. The people have taken advantage against this movement. So I wanted to talk much on that this week, but as the case may be, sometimes we work so hard we forgot even to treat ourselves. Despite that I'm in wherever I am at this very moment, my mind and my thoughts still remain with the family. I missed my zonal meeting yesterday, which pains me a lot, but unfortunately it's an unavoidable situation that I have to attend to. I was also very, very happy that I kind of getting in touch with my family of IPOB in the Dublin area, which they were updating me, sending me pictures how the meeting went. Of course, I would have bring that live to you yesterday. That was Sunday. But to tell you how we've been loved in this Biafra restoration quest, my family there were sending me the updates, the pictures, and how things were going on there, which are supposed to have bring life to you, that we are still shoulder to shoulder with Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Having said that, we must remain focused and consistent in whatever we are doing. And as soon as I return, definitely I am going to bring to you up to speed the analysis on the things that is happening. The enemy are still not, giving up. But however, we are not giving up either. Onyendu said we're going to weigh them down. We're going to continue to do what we're doing until we weigh them completely down, until they fizzled out. The so-called special counsel doesn't want to give himself respect. It's quite unfortunate, and we are somehow, personally, I'm so much disappointed. Even though that I know that the guy does not mean well to this Biafra restoration struggle. Looking at him, his appearance, his body language, IPOB, sometimes the way we operate, we allow you to expose yourself. Because once we engage you based on, our observation, people will misconcept what we are saying. People will now say that there is power tussle. People will twist everything we meant to do to restore Biafra. People will just interpret it in a way their mind and their way of reasoning tells them. So we allow this kind of individuals to expose themselves though before we can come in. We wanted to let this guy to respect himself, but at the same time to expose himself, and he has finally exposed himself, and he keep coming because he was on a mission. People do not understand how this guy came about IPOB. He was on a mission. He came through the back door. He called himself special counsel. He wanted to deceive our people. He wanted to make people to look at him as a special one who can deliver, forgetting that there are people who were there before him. Do you get me? Do you get what I'm saying? You forget there was people who were there before him. Where was he a few years ago? You can see the Facebook updating and bringing back even the picture that I took 9-10 years ago when we opened our embassy in Spain, when we meet with Onyendu. You can see how young Onyendu look there. That tells you how far we have come, and we cannot we cannot in any way to jettison or to betray Onyendu or to betray this struggle, this Biafra restoration that a lot of people have laid their life for. We cannot in any way jettison it or betray it for whatever reason. Somehow, as I've said, we are not in IPOB to restore Biafra because of what we are going to gain. We are in IPOB just to restore Biafra because we love our people. We want our people to have a basic life. We want our people to know what is freedom. We want our people to have freedom of expression and speeches whenever they want. If things are not going well with the government, our people will come out on the streets and protest. Nobody will molest them. Nobody will shoot at them. Nobody will kill them for expressing, the way they feel that the government is treating them. This is what we want to restore, the way we had it before the white man came. That's what people don't understand, that this thing that they call democracy, we had it before the white man came. Our people have, freedom of expression. Our women will protest when things are not going well. Our women will protest. Our women will talk when it's necessary. Our women hold high positions and our men respect them before the white man came. But look at the situation where we are now. Women don't even have right to say anything. Our women have been hoodwinked to believe somehow there is a spirit being somewhere that will save them. They have brainwashed our women to be spending more of their time, of their reasoning, into the church, and they were looking for something somewhere to deliver them. Why our women believe in hard-working Ebe Belugo, so but this time around our women have become the champion of the churches and now worshiping one useless man that call himself a man of God or call himself a pastor. As I have always said, I don't understand the reason why my parents will spend a lot of time raising me as a child, telling me how to live a good life, telling me how to work hard, telling me how to maintain family when I grow up, when you get married, when you have children, this is how you treat, how you handle your family. And now some After all these teachings, after all this, commitment with my parents, then I will grow up. One useless pastor will ask me the very first money that I earn in outside work, then I will commit to a pastor, instead of sending that money to my parents who suffered a lot for me to be where I am today. This is what we are doing. We don't want to live in that shamble. We don't want to live in that delusion. We don't want to live in that deception. And today, you see what France is doing in Africa. You see what we are going through as a race in Nigeria. That we are a Fulani and some kind of, Jagaban miscreant conspired with America, Chevron, to lay a pipeline from Imo State to Warri, from Abia State to Warri, and all the way to Europe. And we do not have even a petrol in our land. We do not have road network. We do not have hospital. We do not have pipe-borne waters. We do not have any, schools. Nothing is functioning in the zoo. Look at the state of the currency. Almost 1,000 naira per euro or per dollar, which Nnamdi Kanu said he knows for sure that, watch out, the zoo naira will hit 1,000, and today it has happened. Another prophecy fulfilled. Do you get what I'm saying? We don't want to restore a Biafra like that. We want to restore a Biafra where human rights will be respected, where dignity will be respected, where our identity will be respected. Whenever you go anywhere, you'll be respected. I can tell you now, with the way things look like now, Niger Republic or Niger Republic, as the case may be, the Niger Republic will earn respect after what they have done. I'm telling you, mark my word, anywhere you see a Niger indigene traveling around this world will be respected more than any Nigerian citizen, because they stood their ground. We live here, we know what they tell us. Go and fight to defend your country. Go and change the government the way they governed you. But today we are trying to do that. France as a country is threatening to use NATO to wage war in Africa. Now you can see the reason why they bring Jagaban. You can see the reason why in a broad daylight Peter Obi was removed. Peter Obi was humiliated. I've been monitoring Facebook since a couple of days that I've left my zone, my unit, or my base, and you can see a lot of Ndibo doing their ERMG in London, in Russia, in other places. And I keep asking myself, what in the world that an Igbo man wanted? What is it that an Igbo man is so ignorant to observe what is happening around him? What does it take? What an Igbo man is proud of? When your country, your state, your village is under siege, people are dying, people are cultivating this yam you're eating are dying. And look at their picture, you can see, looking at them, you can see pure stupidity and ignorance. People living in denial. Can you tell me how any Ukrainian that is doing what Igbos are doing, Ukrainian is under siege? Can you tell me where Ukrainians are celebrating? Made their local festival or whatever they call it. Tell me any African country that are behaving the way Igbo race are behaving in diaspora when their land is under siege. When an Igbo citizen, an Igbo indigene that's supposed to be the president of the zoo, you spend time, all of you on Facebook, on social media, we are asking and telling people, go and pick up your PVC. All of a sudden, the PVC was rubbed on our own brother. Peter Obi was humiliated. Igbo race, we are humiliated. British sabotage a British citizen. On Peter B. Sabotage Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, sacrifice him for Nigeria. And an Igbo man is in London, na-eri na-agba egwu. Na-eme onwe ha video, selfie video, na-eme onwe ha, mana ele onwe m, na-ajụ onwe m, why are we stressed trying to save this particular agbụrụ ọ na-achịla onwe ha n'iyi? Agbụrụ nzuzu. Even Igbo man can stay another place na-eri ji, but not in London, not in UK. Not in UK. That did all this manner of inhuman treatment against them, humiliated them to the worst form. And I keep looking at these people. All and these people na-eri ji na Russia, na-eri ji na London, can come together, support IPOB, support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on what he's fighting for them, so that they will eat this yam and opanye ha n'ahụ in diaspora. All na how I get spend this time made this kind of useless. Looking at them, you see Nnamdi I won't free. When Wabeke can easily pipeline all the way from Imo State now back to Europe to have a constant electricity, to have cheap petrol, to have industrial development. And when I make a research, how long or how many kilometers is Biafra land to Niger Republic? It's about 4,500 kilometers. 4,500 kilometers. These people are laying pipeline from Biafra land to Niger Republic to the Europe. And then if you add from Niger Republic to Europe, it's about 2,500 kilometers or 2,800 kilometers. Altogether, almost 7,000 kilometers from Biafra land. Ezu category na vessel, the thing I didn't say enough. How does it get from ground, collect wazie without anybody disturbing them? And an Igbo man in na UK ne eriji. Some of them no they are now some these elderly people. Sina hane make here. Na saha ho na bush ne bu mamre ne treat her well. They are old people, the same people who made our life miserable in Biafra land. You know. You'll be asking yourself, and you do trend these people, and you do trend no wine branimia or what? Even in my private time now that I'm supposed to look after myself, I'm still here bothering about our people. Should I just forget about these people? Let them kahane rigi and zuzuari in diaspora, or should we continue? Please, I want you to say something here. Should we continue or should we call it a day? Because I don't understand it. Even on my private time that I'm supposed to look after myself, I'm still here thinking about the chori aburu chori lani. Aburu nenwe soul, nenwe sympathy, nenwe feelings. They don't care. Any rigi aside. Ebe ndị na-akọ de ji n'ụlọ a na-egbu ha gwogwo na-etipịa ha. Nwanne ha nwoke in Nigeria just rọbọ ya presidency. So what is your pride? Ka ihe wu yo bịa nwere gị, ka ihe wu your pride as an Igbo man? A na-ezu mmanụ unu, a na-anara unu ego offering na-abịa na-develop Canterbury, London, na-develop Vatican. Presidency ha ekweghị enye unu. You know, but see the proud of Nigeria in a region side. I just I'm trying to. Please, I want you to comment here because should we continue or kawaii happen here, because I don't have peace. I don't rest looking at the mentality, the people, the way this race of Ndi Igbo is in diaspora. Ndị Yoruba ha na-ezuzu this thing. Ndị ofe mmanụ ha na-eri ji aside, ha na-eme this nzuzu ndị Igbo na-ezuzu aside, and they will put it on social media. Ndị Hausa ha na-ezuzu ihe ndị Igbo na-ezuzu aside. Buko, actually, I want you to comment. Should we leave this thing? Ka anyị na-egodi Nnamdi Kanu deserve ihe ọ na-suffer. I want you to comment here, because please, I even on my private time that I'm trying to just stay, to have a bit of break from where I am, from my base, I still monitor the social media, and I look at these people watching what they are. Look at the whole Africa of nearly how many billion? Africa of how many billion? Onwe ndị na-achị gbafụta ibe ha. Nigeria chọrọ play. Look, how many chọrọ ka unu weta. You see here, Nigeria chọrọ ịga ọgụ now. Nigeria have created enmity. You see, when they want to destroy Ipob and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria have created enmity now for Nigerians. Nigerian government have created enmity for Nigerians now in Africa, because Africa are looking at Nigeria as people who is planning to destroy any form of freedom and democracy in Africa, because these are the West are using them to quell any uprising to free themselves in Africa. France is pressurizing Tinubu. America is pressurizing Tinubu to go to war with the Africa who are trying to free themselves. I want you to tell me something. Mazi, should we continue with Igbo now? When other people are fighting to free themselves, on a religious side, I felt insulted as an Igbo. I want somebody like Igbo culture. If you look at how we follow things here, we want to return to our way of life, original way of life. We want to maintain our identity. We want to get our people to live like a human being, to have right to say something. When you don't feel comfortable with the government, with somebody who is in the authority, you can talk, you can question. Agadi nwanyị mama ga-apụta na eji pụta jụọ onye na-achọ ọchịchị, onye isi ala obodo, ihe ị na-eme nwatakịrị, ihe ị na-eme, amakwana m ezi nne gị mụrụ gị, ama m ezi nne gị mụrụ gị, ihe ị na-eme anyị n'obodo a ọ dị mma. This is the kind of people we want in our land. This is the kind of freedom we want our people to get. But I don't get it. That when our women talk, they humiliated them. When they talk, they killed them. They arrest them. They arrest their children, even the only son in the family. I remember in those days when they come back when our church. They do some back when. Before you come to any community to arrest a youth or a child, you need to seek permission from Eze. Before you touch anybody, you need to seek permission. You get permission from the community leader, Eze, or also of the community. But today, the zoo police will come to a community, not even only to arrest, they will burn down the community, and nothing will happen. Here, Buko, I want you to comment here. Gwanim, should we continue? Why go onion do Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say ya kwụsịgodi ihe happen there? Agbụrụ ọ chọrọ ịlọ onwe ha n'iyi. A ga-agba ụlọ ha ọkụ na Lagos. A ga-destroy ha na Abuja. A ga-destroy ala Igbo. A ga na-egbu ụmụaka ala Igbo. Ha nọ na-eri ji aside. I'm just monitoring social media because I'm not in my comfort zone. I'm outside the country. So, and keep an eye, prognosing on what is going on. I realize that our people, London Russia, the next people in South Africa, when Peter B lost his, Peter B is a British and a Nigerian. IPOB, they wanted to hypnotize IPOB and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now I need P2B. I want you to Bagalani. I ain't saying one so body. Let's say I would anyway. Lagoda as a Malagodi Hinaman. One day by Ganin Gato and the Kahuka Hashaga. They ban you know, obedient all over the place in a how movement. What I know, what Nnamdi Kanu, what IPOB can, what Tanzobo had to go and they actually maybe and they hit the politics. The main election, Rob boy here, P2B win hands down. And now Nyonyozo in a broad daylight. And I just only know the man win the election and appear Nyonyozo. Lagos Garadine and all to the one Garana Lagos, one Garana La Yoruba. I Garadine Bundi Bagarana to hunt down like no man's business. But in him and Dibu. The same Dibu Nnamdi Kanu attack, the same Dibu Surugi kidnap or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the same Dibu saying that IPOB, Jiraka, Igbo political governors, Jiraka, see that IPOB now terrorists. Because in a 2023 election, original 2023 election, the same Igbo governors, Igbo politicians, when we can support P2B, or would the same IPOB meaning? Who's on yes P2B Gani? Or also IPOB. P2B win ya. Anapo here see P2B aga ha banya no ruru hi. After P2B ga meet ndi UK kere Nigeria. You meet ndi ke nyere anyị religion. Achipi yo Canterbury. Ha ma won ndi wetara ndi kpọrọ ndi mmadụ ha bebe nye anyị Jesus. Oluze mgbe eji ha eme. Ha nwụrụ Nnamdi Kanu nwuchie. Leri ike kwere mmadụ lọkọ. Lere P2B si na oruru hi ewu presidency. An Igbo man comfortably na region America, na region Russia. When the whole African majority, even though that no way shame for them that over 1.5 or 1.6 billion Africans are looking for help from one small country that is less than 300 million. Russia is less than 300. Are they up to 300 million? Is Russia up to 200 million? But almost 1.5 billion or 2 billion people, population, are looking for a help from less than 300 million people. Snake. Which, okay, somehow, they are looking for a help there. But indeed, we actually on Russia, how make any move? Ndị ọzọ na-abịa ekere nkụ kwa n'ala, onye bịa doblisha ya na Russia move oga iru. Onye bịa doblisha ya na Russia ga iru. Since West ekwe ha save anyị, ekwe ha Jesus, ha na ma Jesus ha ekwe ha save anyị. And ndị Igbo na-eri ji. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nọ na-ata ahụhụ, refuse to compromise because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu compromise ha na today. Ha ya apụta. But ọ sịrị na ya enweghị ike. This in a house special council spent nearly 2 years na feed the man and aware that IPOB leadership and Hekumakia Radio Biafra created and Hekumakia. Here special council spent 2 years. I told you people that now the special council here go position on way to Onyendu. Then is the Choshisi and the cause of the Hajiz Onyendu Wabacha. G. Cordial, Mahama and Dike was siblings of iniquities. And him na how unu che no bonyen do that na no succeed na him chori menyen do. Him chori gwa the siblings of onyen do once unu succeed na him no chori me, which is not possible. Remember that name Kanu family gaga in the dustbin of history. Kuno wata unu wana unu aga had proud of his that name because enwe ni Biafran geji anya melunu. I am jara kuno wata the siblings of Onyendu. Unu filu na hi unu na akoyiri na unu ji Onyendu ko deal me mata this man ma we na unu ga continue get represent ya na aza Biafrans. No, unu ga change ahụ unu aha because unu aga had proud ezian. Unu kwesịrị ma because a lot of people are go here. A lot of Biafrans are moving. When you spend the time, Gana little Onyendu, na Toriashi, Kumwiko Bokolo, or Kumwiko want a heart attack. You people are busy. People like me, Mazi Azayoba, Sorolonyen, do you see the pictures? You see when from how many 9 years? Look at Mazi Chikedezem. Do you see the pictures? Go to my wall, this Isaiah, but go and see the pictures. Mazi Chikedezem, Mazi Osten Abanyim. Oh, another one I'm going to post. Even Mazi Chenasamuru, I don't know where he got the picture. He sent it to me just 2 days ago. He sent me the picture a few days ago, and I asked him, Mazi, where did you get this picture? So all these years that I know with Onyendu, you went and you are going. If there is need you kidnap Onyendu, no survivor. You're gonna get aware that na really Biafra na hekuzi makia. IPOB leadership na how abandon Onyendu, how abandon. Because he did not aware here Onyendu chesi you know the possible. That now the leadership have abandoned him due to the lie. The last time, but I hear what I'm there by and say, that now the leadership, the reason why Haji, taking time to implement the instruction of Onyendu somehow, because once we receive the instruction, the leadership receives the instruction. The same instruction also leaked to the Ekbelima in Finland, and we'll be asking ourselves, how does Onyendu give all this instruction and at the same time Ekbelima has it? Or is it possible? Something is wrong somewhere. We need to know where this thing, something is not right. Now here Onyendu Aymara. Here Onyendu Aymara wrong. No ga wanya ime head to at the same time the same thing on the table of Ekbelima. Now something is wrong. The leadership can never disobey Onyendu. It's not possible. The information will come. We have to analyze it. I ain't get married. The source which the whole thing is not because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB leadership, the Biafrans and IPOB, the leadership in between of these three. These three entities, if you like. The leadership mess up. Onyendu is finished. The leadership mess up. Biafrans are finished. The ESN mess up. Onyendu is finished. The ESN mess up. The Biafrans are finished, and the leadership. But somebody Gaga Gana Onyendu na the ESN are no longer there. Somebody Gaga Onyendu that the leadership are no longer there. The Biafrans, the radio Biafran Hekuzimakia. Onye Gragwea here, Ke Hachra Onyendu me Apako Onyendu compromise Apatazi. Because they think that IPOB and Biafra restoration is a family and personal business. They want to cut a deal. In here and paper money. KBG the paper money aga. I'm here today where I am today. I don't need IPOB money to go where I want to go. I'm here today in my private time. Nobody sponsor me. I work hard. And some idiot, somebody who have, guys, those pictures Facebook they bring up came be 2000 and came be 10 years now. Came be the Ken in Tano. Where was he in those? Johnny, I see this picture. Came be no that time I made this thing. That time I do na Spain, na Barcelona, na Catalonia, na Victoria, no everywhere. Where was he that time? But today. Actually it take joy because I don't know on when call this shedre possible no he will ever become the leader or take over the movement or they possible practically or they possible. What am I know here? Which I always say it will not change the concept of Biafra restoration. With or without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we will restore Biafra. We are not backing down. So ye go 1 day work. Ki we carry go IPOB. You get repair how many years? You get metapa more. You go IPOB Bukoria. You get how many years? You get metapa more. So you 1 day work wouldn't make any difference. So unu juonya Africa anyị need to wake up. Ndị Igbo need to wake up because ndị mmadụ na ha ekele nkụkwa now. Other African country now, Niger Republic now or Niger Republic na ha fight their own. Mbosa ka anyị notice na France launched air strike on the terrorists whereby jijiri ndị terrorists. Free the leader there, the commander of terrorists. France. Ha launch air strike. Echile na ị ga-ahụ useless and Igbo man ga-agawa na Niger Republic na-aza eze ndị Igbo na Niger. But ha na ha log ya now. Ọ na-eri ji na London, na-eri ji na South Africa, na-achọ iri ji na Ireland, na-achọ iri ji na Russia. Ọ na-eri ji na Russia. Look at Niger Republic now. Are fighting. They have done the needful for themselves. They removed Sultan of Sokoto. They took the bold step because Sultan of Sokoto has been controlling Niger Republic from Nigeria. Do you know that? In idea, now Sultan of Sokoto. That is why the so-called imposter Bia governor chair Nigeria for 6 years. Omohanyi Nigeria me Nigerian journalists no there and they pipe according to them. They say we are Nigerians. According to them, they are staying. They are Nigerian journalists no there. These people, Europeans, came all the way from Europe. They lay a pipe of 4,000, in fact, 7,000 kilometers from Biafra land, from Nigeria to Europe to supply them unrestricted oil. Can we stabilize here? Can we industrial revolution wanna continue here? Can we security here? Education, everything, development now here. Why we don't even have road, water, security? Nigerians make it. Nigerian journalists know they are less osanya. Ndi bo ne region Germany, ne region Russia, ne region London, aburu zuzu. Aburu dissenf, aburu tori lani. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Ipob now for these useless people. Shame unto them. Shame to an Igbo man in the region outside. Onye would I see region de momo and one or Ipob. Who told you? Imagine Indian region a hybrid together and I decide here na haga to go to make sure or to support Ipob to raise alarm on this injustice be perpetrated against P2B. Where are we going to be now? Okay, only decide you know I support Nnamdi Kanu and the Ipob. So what about P2B? What about, why are you people silent about P2B? No region here. Why? Can you people explain that to us, please? Can anybody explain that to us? Why are our people not saying much about P2B? Ihemre P2B. Idibis ne rigi. Idibis ne rigi. So Olebe, your hope lies now. Olebe, what is, where do we go from here? As in the Igbo Nigeria. He be to go no hands on the political arena. Governor ordinary president he contested legitimately. You won and now you are saying that you can't take it. It is in a region side. In a ridge. You look at them, they will be dancing. You look at them, so let hell pride of this. Only hell pride of these morons. I just don't get it. While other countries are busy fighting, busy. Other African countries, other race, not even other countries, other race are fighting to liberate themselves. Niger fought very hard to get out from Sultan of Sokoto. The indigenous people in Niger said, Sultan of Sokoto, you can no longer play your religious sentiment on us to use us to be, gaining popularity and gaining authority. This is about the people now. Sultan of Sokoto atokwu na Niger Republic here deport oil. Today here mega announced that now whether look at what they announced today or 2 days yesterday. Niger Republic or Niger Authority announced that they will prosecute the former president for treasonable felony, for sabotaging the country's security. Can you see that? Can you believe that? Niger are saying that they will prosecute the former president for sabotaging the security of the country. Security of the country, for sabotaging it, for betraying the people, for placing above his interests. Let them sabotage that to the Westerners, to France. Like I said, I never believed that Niger Republic uranium. But they made Niger Republic to depend on Nigeria food and electricity. Do you know that? They made Niger to depend on Nigeria. Why? They were busy stealing uranium that worth trillions and trillions of dollars. And today, shameless France are talking, threatening anybody touch our interest. Your interest is stealing from Africa, stealing from poor Niger Republic for giving them nothing in return. That is your interest. Anybody attempting to, because Africa are foolish, and Nigeria, they are using Nigeria. They are using Nigeria. They want to use Nigeria to go to war to fellow Africans, because that is what Nigeria has been designed for. What British use Nigeria to go and quell and attack any Africa that try to free themselves. Look at Cameroon today, how they use Cameroon attacking Ambazonia and killing Ambazonians. Cameroon. And what do they get? How old is their president? Nearly 100 years old. And they use young people, no young children in Ambazonia for France. And they don't have any central bank of Cameroon. Their central bank reserve is in France. They have their central bank, and before you collect it, you will submit to French what you will use the money, your budget, and they will then borrow you money from your money you put in their own bank. Isn't it very, very funny? Isn't it very, very funny? Africa must wake up. Africa must wake up. Africa must wake up. Ndị Igbo na-eri ji, when other countries are busy fighting, when other races are busy fighting, ndị Igbo na-eri ji na-agba egwu, a na-egbu ụmụnne ha n'ụlọ. Shameless people, very shameless, very ungrateful people. We have been talking about Biafra for how many years? Has Nigeria come? Peter Obi apụta. IPOB has a wetaka egbu. He proscribe supported si Peter Obi. Despite na anyị na-achọ nwere nwe na ewu nwanne anyị nwoke, but anyị agaghị akwụsị gị, anyị agaghị anakwa gị. Anyị agaghị anakwa gị your ambition. Ngwa jene ka anyị lewe nsogbu adịghị. The same ndị Igbo na-esi IPOB na ha wụ ke awụhụ ka ọzọ. Onwe onye hụrụ ha. Ọrụ the same IPOB wụzi onye na-fight for Peter Obi. Na-ekwu maka ya even till now. Even to this very moment, the IPOB are the one that are saying what is done to Peter Obi is wrong. Onwe onye hụrụ ndị obedient. Onwe onye hụrụ ndị Igbo. Ha move on. Anaghị eri ji. Very painful, very painful. Agbụrụ m na-amaghị agbụrụ m na-amaghị ebe chi bịa ha nọ dị anapụghị dị a destiny nye ha south to south ọ dịghị onye gwara ha na ha is east agwaghazi emezie ha minority in the east sizi na ha wụ south east but not from east not from south ha sizi na ha wụ south east. If you look at any when they want to place a minority to any cardinal point, they will put you on the maybe like southwest, or they will put you on the northeast, because there are major people in the south, in the north, in the west, in the east. But once they give you southeast or southwest, that is your minority to that particular major cardinal point. So they put Nnamdi Igbo or Biafrans na southeast. They don't even refer them as east. They put them southeast. Biazie to Munne Handicos or their coastal region of the east, Mosia south to south, which does not exist in the cardinal point. Ha na-eri ji n'ebe a na-eri ji ha na-eri ji were ego kwụọ asara dokogbo na-aga the pipeline from the east to Europe, and enweghị ụzọ na the south to south, enweghị ọkụ na the south to south, enweghị mmiri, there's no road in the south to south, there's no drinking water in the south to south, there's no hospital in the south to south, there's no electricity in the south to south, there's no petrol and kerosene in the south to south, there's no education in the south to south. But it's protecting the pipeline that will supply unrestricted oil access to almost 7,000 to 8,000 kilometers from the south to south to the Europeans. And he's comparing himself that he's raging. He's raising an army that is like a Wagner group. Wagner. They want to be like Wagner. I have been to Imo State. I killed people in Imo State, in Imo State. I've been to Anambra. I've been to other places. I am doing it to make sure that unrestricted oil is supplied to the Europeans. Hi. So, I'm careful for Hanu Kwane Ridge. Hanu Ridge. I continue on Asia because on a wute so much, on a wute is heartbreaking. On a wute. This evening, I just say I'm checking on social media. I have one fellow comrade, Mazi Elahi. One name at Zedek. Yeah, I bought some video and upload there. Ndị autopilot ebe ha nọ na-akọ eri ha hapụzie all of them were the same time earlier before IPOB Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asị na asị onye ndị nwere nsogbu ha alazie n'okwu kpekus ha sokwara ekwukwe ndị obedient is a movement obieluz so ha ya gaa na their own system okwu kpekus ha na-ekwuzi okwu kpekus ozikwa onye na-ekwu okwu where do we go from here? But all of them, they are on social media, they create content. Facebook, when they use Chago, some of them, Facebook will suspend will remove all those things, monetize their page. Because in Facebook, could you like happen make content to distract you from the reality, from the oil pipeline and from Biafra land too. Because you watch sending them content here, which are 99% of them won't be able. Go and check in the content. Engage on social media from thinking reasonably. 99% of them will won't be able and then make content. When they are laying pipeline that will cross almost 7,000 to 8,000 kilometers from Biafra land, while we don't have petrol, we don't have electricity to generate, to power industries. There's no road. Come here, come and see road. When I will be on transit, I will show you, because anyway, I will show you the road here, the road network. When I'm somewhere, when I move to a transit where I'm going, then I will show you road network. Gobodoshi has you. The gold reserve of France, where the president Ebono gets a picture. You go see the wealth, so massive gold reserve, Hezure from Libya, Iraq, from Niger Republic, from 14 francophone countries in Africa, which they are collecting 5.5 billion on a yearly basis, per annum, 5.5 billion US dollars. They are collecting from 14 francophone countries and giving them nothing. And you can still see old Sapet in Africa trying to wage a war on a country that says enough is enough for this uranium. I just somewhere breaking news here that is it Taraba have signed a contract. The minister for what? The minister for Guinea have signed a contract to give access to the West to come and mine the uranium, a discoverer in the northern part of the zoo. So why don't you allow us to go then? Allow us to be free. Mine gold, mine precious stone. I know Choftam Bendi Senegal na Abia, from all the way from Senegal, now be a group precious stone. Do you know this? I'm telling you this as of 1994, 95, 96. Senegalese were coming to the northern part of the zoo. Now they go precious stones, and you see thousands of them living in the north. They are doing business of precious stone, because I met one of them that I go to his house that time. Now I watch TV. And those days, issue to Mapola. One day I comfort I say, brother, this thing you're going, what are you doing? I say, my hand a business of precious stone. As of 1994, 95, 96, they were mining precious stone in the north. It was not accountable to the Nigerian National Treasury. The northerners were dealing and collecting the money themselves. And then the northerners were, as of 1976, I saw 1973, they started planning. You can see why they slaughtered us 1976 and the 1966, 66, 77, 66, 67, and the 70. Now I realize why they waged the war against Biafra. So why they make the fake coup, involve some few Igbo officers to demonize Igbo people. They made it to demonize Igbo people, and then they started, from that time, they started planning to lay oil pipeline from Biafra land to the Europe. Can you imagine that this plan has been there since 1963? In fact, since 1960, they were planning to lay oil pipeline from Biafra land to Europe. You can see where the war came from. The British, how they sponsored it. They thwarted Biafra from coming. I have no problem with them laying oil, taking oil from our land, but then why don't you negotiate with the people, with the Biafrans? What's wrong? What is wrong with that? We're asking Britain, Chevron, and France. What is wrong with you negotiating with us, pay us, develop our land, and then have access to oil? That's no problem, because we're not going to drink it. What is wrong with that? Why is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being detained? You people say that you practice democracy. Nigeria, you want to help them and Nigeria to practice democracy to develop. And the Nigerian judicial competent court, the judge and acquitted a man, and Nigerian government decided to disobey the court order. So what is this democracy that the West, Britain, and France, and America want to teach us? I want to know, please, because is the court not the court they have in this West, in America, or anywhere? Well, what is the kind of court do you people have that you supported Nigeria not to obey the court order? And now you send the British High Commissioner, he want to come and develop Igbo land. You want to come and develop Igbo land so that we'll have a better life. But you're laying a pipeline without Igbo people knowing it, without Biafrans knowing it, to almost to 10,000 kilometers to Europe, to supply not a particular country in Europe, but the whole entire Europe, to supply oil from Biafra land. An Igbo man no here na reach. Ndo for no here na aga church. Na expect the same white Jesus to come and save them. And the white Jesus is busy developing, giving grace to their own people, supporting them to invade and to destroy, pillage, rape, and kill. I just wanted to make a common sense. Like I said, as you can see here, I'm not in my comfort zone. I'm completely out of my base. And in the next coming days, I'm going to come. When I return back to my base, I will do proper deep analysis on what is happening. Then probably I will talk. I think it's time for me to hit hard on this so-called special council. When I tell you that this man is a planted, infiltrator that trailed on Onyendu from time before we will realize it. And his attitude recently have shown that he doesn't. I told you, Biafrans, that he's not going to stop until you people stop him. He's not going to stop because he's an infiltrator. They paid him to trail on Onyendu, to trail on IPOB. He's never going to stop until we stop him, until IPOB stop him, until we expose him to the last man standing. He's an infiltrator, a very dangerous one. Because of how the leadership work, you see how we dragged him until he came out in the open to expose himself. Oh no, see, what is the leadership doing? What is the what are they doing? What is the DOS are doing? Chike Dozem, what is it doing? Do you see how? Because all the last nine in the open war, Chike Dozem put a bed there, the Chike Dozem there. When the guys in our leader, they are power also. They are doing this. They are doing. See, they are fighting to take over. Who will take over? Who will succeed? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They want. Do you see how he? Do you see it? Do you see? He never stops. Do you see how he want to put IPOB, into a terrorist group, so that he will be the one that will be talking that he's defending IPOB as a special counsel? Do you see it? Your Nigeria, they viable. Somebody actually also in America for criminality, for dabbling into criminality. Can this person come to Biafra land or come to Nigeria and practice law? Or the possible? Somebody. Go and look at the history. They go and look at Google or lawyer Jimako and see the way America took his certificate off from him. But I'll show him respect to me. He censored all the messages Onyendu gave to him, censored our own, and then was 100% communicating with Ipob in Finland to destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Before you know it, you people would have not known. But thank you, Chukwu, because Biafra, I say, here Basra Biafra a spiritual thing. A lot of blood have been shed in Biafra, so you can never ever mess up with those spirits. Or they possible because you have one amusin, you have one mad amusin, you have one mad more. Or they possible. How they make exposed from there? Those people knows what happened. More than 10 million Biafrans have died in the name of Biafra. So you cannot. It's only a question of time you'll be exposed. On him, the special counsel. None of you would have ever believed that your own IPOB leadership but encounter more exposed in here. Maybe this man. You people would never on this world believe it. But with time, more particularly exposed. So Biafrans, you must remain very, very focused and strong. Not only that, you must remain strong. or the easy, we must remain strong and focused. We must make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. And there's no other person. Ndị mba mmiri onwe onye na-ekwu okwu dị a. Akwa nwe ike agbọchala wuro gbuo ndị Igbo laba. Anything. You tell me, is there anything happening in the coastal region now? Are they treating them differently? Are they loving them? Are they developing that area to prove, that they are not from, south to south or south to east? Nothing is happening. Do they have road? Do they have water? Do they have electricity? Nothing. Nothing, absolutely nothing. The same IPOB. So the only thing is that the last line of defense is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB. And the leadership. Imagine national the leadership now has succeeded. Pinyo the leadership, the way he should demonize here, get you to attack the leadership. Imagine the IPOB leadership. Or only the special council couldn't. Tell me where Onyendu and you people would have been by now. Do you see the reason why they were busy attacking the leadership? So I want to get this idiot. Where is he? I'm trying to get this idiot. I want to get this idiot. Send him to oblivion. I don't know. Let me see if I can send him. I get him. No. Okay. Let me see if I can get this. Okay, this one is gone to the dustbin of history. Okay. Yeah, that one is gone to the dustbin of history. So let me get the other one. Let me get the other one. I need to get the other one. Just I don't need to mention his name. Let me get the other one. I'm not here to entertain any fool. I'm not here to entertain any fool. So let me see if I can get the other useless moron. If I can't get him, then I will get him after the if I can't get him, I will get him after the distance. But let me see if I can see him now. Too many comments are coming here, so I'm not trying to figure the idiot out, fish him out, just bear with me. I'm just trying to get this moron sorted. Okay, let me see. He disappeared into the comment section. Too many comments here, so he disappeared into the comment section. So I will get him sorted maybe after this. So we are not here to entertain fools. So we are not here to entertain fools. So like I said, I'm going to leave it here. It's just a very quick one. It's not a prepared one. So just come back here and listen to it again. See what you can make out of this. As I said, remain focused and resolute. And don't show any sign of backing down, because we're not going to back down. We're not going to back down. We must restore Biafra. We must restore Biafra. We must remain strong and resolute. To get the freedom is not an easy thing. Like I said, if you look at the Niger Republic or Niger Republic, they are paying a huge price. And they are paying a huge price, but somehow they have also made the zoo to pay. Do you know that they have called their air? They have blocked their air defenses, or not? Is it airways? Yes, airways. Let me use it that way. I don't know. Maybe if I'm right on the what I'm saying, but the airways, the route when the plane are flying through their airspace, I think that's the right word. Their airspace, they have blocked it. So Nigeria, if you are traveling from Europe now or to West to Nigeria now, you have to run around. You can't go through their own airspace now. So the zoo is the air ticket now is gonna cost more for you to fly to the zoo anywhere around the West going to the zoo. is going to cost the ticket now is more because the Niger Republic have blocked their air space, and some other surrounding countries may also do the same thing, as according to the information I'm getting. So so it's not good for the zoo. It's not good for the zoo. That is why they restricted or they postponed the military invasion, which basically not going to yield any fruit. It's going to only do damage to the zoo. So, and we're going to remain very, very strong and resolute and continue to support the Biafra restoration and to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's a very, very quick one that I wanted to just draw the attention, because I keep monitoring the zoo. Yes, Mazi, they declared no fly zone. Exactly. Mazi Princess Biafra, that's Prince Biafra, that's exactly what they did. They have declared no fly zone. So basically, if you're flying to the zoo now, if you're flying to the zoo, basically you're not going to get through, because normally you have to fly across Niger Republic then before going to the zoo. Now you're going to fly right round, as wider as that country is, their airspace is. You're going to fly right now, because any plane, any air flight or any jet that try to fly through that particular country, you're going to be shut down. You're going to be shut down. So you're not going to, and no pilot want to risk such a risk to bring you home. So basically, it's going to cost the zoo much more now, economically, and also citizens. As I always say, citizens are the one to pay huge price on this kind of situation. Nigerians now has become an enemy of African countries now. Any Nigerian being seen in Africa now will be considered as as a threat. Whether you are an Igbo man, whether you are a Yoruba man, basically the only thing that can save some Igbo people now is even when you mention that you're a Biafra. So any country where you are, when they ask you, are you a Nigerian, you say, no, I'm a Biafran. That will even ease the tension, and then they will know that Biafra also are fighting to separate themselves from the zoo. If you declare yourself or mention as a Nigerian, you are going down. You're going to be killed in any African country now within the border. So better you say you're a Biafran, they will understand that the Biafran people are going the same situation then themselves are going in their country, in the hands of the colonial masters. So Nigerian government are not going to be on ground to face what Nigerian citizens will be facing across the African countries. Because if I am from Nigeria or from Togo or from any country, and the Nigerian state are preparing to wage war against my country, if I see a Nigerian, I'm telling you, you are a Nigerian person, and I see that your country is posing threat against my own country. You are coming to kill us. Any Nigerian citizen there, you are going down. So this is what is exactly happening in Africa now. Any Nigerian citizen now with a Nigerian passport, if they see you in border, they can kill you, and know for sure that Nigeria will never ask for you. You will never check what happened to their citizen, because nobody owns Nigeria. Nigeria is a farm. They don't care what is happening. They don't care where Nigerian citizen is being killed. They don't talk about it. They don't nothing. You are basically nothing. You mean nothing to Nigerian state. Nigeria never go after for their citizens to protect them. Ask now. No, how Nigerians know anywhere you are? Does Nigeria protect you? Does they look after you? Do they have concern about you? Even when something happens to you, do they care? So this is the mess the country, the government put to the citizens. The mess is out of this world. Have problem in the West here. No Nigerian representatives will come after to ask, what is this Nigerian citizen doing? Nothing. Their embassy is completely useless. Nobody regards them. They don't care. The embassy is just for passport. Nothing more. That is the state. And you see only Boniriji here in the name of Nigeria. The Yoruba person doesn't talk about Nigeria here. They don't play. Ask a Yoruba person and meet a Yoruba person and ask him, where are you from? He will say that he's from Lagos. They don't mention the zoo. They don't mention Nigeria. They don't. they will say that is from Lagos. Ask a Fulani person, yeah, why me are not borrow side ocean or not. They don't mention it's only Igbo man that will always say, yeah, I'm a Nigerian. And they will kill him, they will humiliate him, and he will do nothing. No Nigeria will come for him. It's a shame. It's a shame to an Igbo man. Shame. That he may 7.2 million. Can you do in presidency when you won the election? When the people said British are saying no, you can't have any. It can has a pine here, no country Hane. They proud and they as a fool you are. Because we a fool. Because he is in the ban. There are comment section here. Or can help us in the book on because I got seek how it isn't it. Where do we go for should we stop to leave these people to continue with their stupid ignorance in the zoo? Nigeria. And when you choose election, they will campaign for that person. You win, you had happy. But when they woke up, they will not so bad, no problem. Should we stop? Because when I don't know. I think every blessed day, the same way Mazi Nnamdi, I don't even know why did God give us this burden to deliver our people? Why? People with this mindset. Why? People that doesn't want to save themselves. Why should they deny this burden? He Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come and drag us into this mad, useless people. Race that doesn't want to save themselves. Why God? Chukwabiam Organi Chukwabiam. Should we stop? I need your advice here because I don't know. Anybody in an IPOB leadership now want a good life. No reasonable Biafran that is working assiduously now with a better life. Any of them, even both in Biafra land. Now, any of them even look at our brother evangelist, fearless evangelist. Looking at him, you can see the stress. Look at all of us. Look at Chike Dozem. Look at Chinasamuru. Look at Abani. Look at Nnachi. Look at Win in India. Look at all of them. Look at all the coordinators. You can see stress. Look at anger in majority of IPOB members. Mazi Onukuka say US military left their war equipment in Afghanistan and ran away to the country and asked the zoo to go and fight Nigeria. That is the thing I know. So America, like you said, America left Afghanistan. And then there wasn't the zoo to go and invade a neighboring country for fighting to liberate themselves from telling France, you have mined our resources, uranium and gold for over 100 years and we got nothing. You make us to beg another neighboring country to survive. Why you are stealing blind from us? You make us to beg Nigeria to survive. And you never give us anything. 70% of electricity generated in France is being used by uranium gotten in Niger Republic, and the Niger doesn't have electricity. It's Nigeria that provides them electricity. Should we stop? Should we stop? That is one of the reasons why I come out here for an hour. Should we stop? Or what happened in Dibu Kahesus when they reach here? Should we please? I only do see ama has more now wonyara mo wundi atorizo torimi onyara or the people know how wundi ara the ama has. You know, it has gotten to this point now We don't even know whether we are the one that is mad now or the people actually so should we stop looking? I need your comment here. I want question. Can you read aside and reach now about you know? Should we please? Because I know my Hundi Yoruba, Kahana is this thing. And now my Hundi Awasa Kahana, neither do I see even Fulanis or other African Zuzu Hindi Zuzu na social media. Hani reach Ebo Mona Hana, one name the Kanu na please. P2B humiliated. Ike kwere mmadụ n'mkpọrọ. Owu na ụka owu dị na ozuru ndị Britain oshio nothing. Now just say na actually harvest organ. But the British na gonna harvest organ for free through SARS. British na gonna harvest organ through SARS. Onwe onye na ajụ ha na amị mmanụ for free. But ike kwere mmadụ just jije lock oil. Onwe onye na-ekwu okwu ndị Igbo anaghị ekwu dị maka ya. Ndị Igbo anaghị ekwu maka ya. Hey, send their small boy. Not that our elders, our elders, Ohaneze ndị Igbo. Na actually develop more obodo. But Mazi Nnamdi can age. And I said na ebe anyị na-agazi from here. Etiri anyị Igbo enweze. Chibo ihu an Igbo man eju na na-ekwu Igbo enweze. Unu ama ihe ji mee si Igbo enweze wo. So ka onye ọbụla na-act on their own so that you will never have a focal point. You gaghị enwe a focal point. Onwe onye ga-apụta. So onye a ocha Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the only person and the IPOB the only group pụtara anyị to have a focal point, to have a Gardner point, a cardinal point. British front to ata she na-azụ gaga enwudere Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lọkwa ya ka e destroy igwazi unu mewe attack IPOB and its leadership. So ka continue na Igbo enweghị eze. So ka ndị Igbo na-eri ji. So onweghị onye ga na mine an early pipeline of 10,000 kilometers from Igbo land to Britain. Ka continue ha mecha ka nka gị nwa awozie ndị na-arụ na kia work na-agaga asa ndị agadi nwoke ọhụrụ ndị ahụ mere anyị ha na-asa ha ahụ to make them look more older, to enjoy the even old age. While ebe m na-aga abụọ shi ụlọ ọgwụ nkịtị na anya enweghị. Our fathers and our mothers enweghị onye na-elekọtakwana ha. Ha were egbe gbagbuo gị nne gị na nna ya aghọzi onye na-enweghị nwa. Ụfọdụ ndị nwa akwụ ukwu si gịnị mere akpọrọ nwa ya gbakpechie onwe onye ga-aga okwu ya. Nne na nna na-anụrụzie weta atọ enweghị nwa nothing. Onweghị onye ga-eli ya nka. Nwaanyị a na-anwụje onweghị onye ga-eli ya nka. But ke ha nọ hie gị nwa na onwe gị ndị ka ejiri ike feta ihe gị na-eme ka na-ele ndị ka aha nka. While nne gị na nna gị nọ n'ụlọ onwe onye na-ele ha nka. Onye ka efọrọ afọ with the last born anwụrụ gị ga-etinye na nga. Onwe onye na-ajụ maka ya. Agadi nwaanyị agaghị aga nwude kwuo onye maka ya. Agadi nwoke agaghị ekwu maka ya. Onye Igbo ka anọghị ya na-eri ji na-aza. Oh Chineke nna unu si na anyị gaa n'ihu bukon. Should we continue? Should we continue? Ọ ajụjụ ka m na-ajụ bukon ajụjụ. Onwe onye nwere ha ga-asọ m uhie. Mazi Gilbert, you say Mazi, I think at this stage, this question is no longer needed. Anything contrary from what IPOB is doing now is act of sabotage on the side of IPOB reason. Reason being, Mazi, let me see. Reason being that has gone because of this freedom. Mazi, I get what you're saying, but Haneliji now. So where do we go? Let her name. No going back. Eke Lazarus is no going back. Mazi Chasemba. My national coordinator, they say, please, no going back. ebe ha na-eri ji here ndị ka Island emewego advert na ha na-eri ji na adịghị ama ha ma anụghị mma na my zone today. I'm outside the country, so I think I'm bata here jụọ for a few minutes. Maazị otu esi na we must move on. Ha na-eri ji while we are moving on. The other race gara na Russia na anyị kere nkụ ụkwa. Ịma asị na onye iberibe amaghị mgbe ekere nkụ ụkwa. Onye iberibe amaghị mgbe ekere nkụ ụkwa. Ndị ke na-eri ji while ndị mmadụ na-eke nkụ ụkwa through Russia. Onye ọbụla ga ya ga-akpọrọ ndị ka ihe onye shi ike ịpụ the gọọmenti gaga sign the personal group Wagner ha bịanyere ya aka but ndị ka anyị na-eri ji ha consult hụ the Wagner group ha mehe anything nara Peter Obi nara were Peter Obi just were Peter Obi in the broad daylight humiliate onweghị nwara ha na-emetụ Nnamdi ka na-eji enweghị nwara ha na-emetụ ike kwere mmadụ eji enweghị nwara ha na-emetụ ha na-eri ji ihu nwa ha na-evidio onwe ha ndị iberibe agbụrụ nzuzu nnụnụ si na anyị ga-aga n'ihu anyị ga n'ihu Maazị Johnson Suleiman Sudan no going back. What was the question? Maazị, the question is with the way things ishedere ndị ebe anyị na-eri ji na ala bekee ndị ụfọdụ other race na-aga na Russia na-agaghị assign contract personal security contract dị na fight like Nigeria eme Niger Republic, other African countries may wake you up, all the race, indigenous people now engage to free themselves from clutches of France. And ndị Igbo na-eri ji, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no invitation, ha na sabotage ya. Ike kwere mmadụ no invitation. Onwe onye na-ekwu na maka ya. Peter Obi azọ election na Nigeria win ya, ha sị na ọ gaghachi. Ndị Igbo anụrụ a na-ehumiliate na-egbu ndị Igbo na Lagos, na-destroy their property na Abuja, na-eme everything. Onwe onye na-ekwu okwu. Ana m ajụ sọsọ Ipob na-ekwu okwu, ha na-akwa na support Ipob. Ana m ajụ sọ nna ndị a na-eri ji otu anyị nọ na-ata ahụhụ a na-egbu ndị ebe anyị n'ụlọ na-amụ awa market ọkụ na-agbagbuse youth. The only son in the family anwụrụ egbuo ha nọ here na-eme care work na-eri ji. Ana m ajụ sị should we continue on this Biafra restoration because anyị nwa anụ n'ihu ọrụ ọ na-ewutezi ọ na-egbu anyị mgbu n'ahụ na ndị na-alụrụ ọgụ a niile ndị na-emere ha anaghị show any remorse that na ihe dị bad na-eme ha. And the other race are moving on because ọrụ na Niger Republic lụcha ọgụ ọsọ pụta na ya na enwe massive development na because ha emecha ije ha na-aga na apụta na ya definitely a ga-enwe massive development na because all what on the West is there will be a massive revolution, industrial revolution in Niger Republic. Foreigners ga-abịa there to invest because he prove go onwe ha that they can take control, take charge, they can do something, they know what they're doing. You will see other foreign investors flood into that country, go to the national resources and other things, make more researches on the other resources na aka discoverable. So with here ha na-eme na ha ga-emecha gain ya their respect. And they ga hụ an Igbo man, a useless Igbo man emeghị iri ji na London, Ireland, Germany, South Africa. A useless Igbo man will go to Niger Republic. Gaze ndị Igbo na Niger. Achọrọ m ịjụ anyị nwa YPOB na-ata ahụhụ ha na-ele anya na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-aga ije anyị na-aga. Even when Peter Obi have tried and humiliate onweghị faith ihe nwere na Nigeria na anyị nwa na onwe anyị kwa na-agakwu IPOB ha na ha support anyị. Where do we go from here? Should we stop? Anyị kwụsịzienụ ka anyị hapụ a na-eri ji ka a na-eme anyị akaja a na-eme anyị because ihe a chọrọ na ime na eradicate of Igbo people na Igbo race because all here the whole game move. Echi n'ala Igbo na-eli oil pipeline na-abịa to Europe, which is almost 10,000 kilometers from Nigeria, from Biafra land to Niger. According to what I've found out today, from Niger, from Biafra land to Niger, the pipeline covers 4,500 kilometers. 4,500 kilometers. The oil pipeline from Biafra land to Niger, and from Niger to Europe. Not only one state in Europe, the whole entire Europe. That will cover almost 10 to 15,000 kilometers. Oil pipeline.
na-eli from Biafra land, and the ọwụ na anyị mere consult anyị, ọwụ na o nwere anything anyị na-enweta na oil pipeline, onweghị benefit, nothing. We are sitting there and na-asọkụ our resources dry, nothing, na nwe ha na-egbukwa anyị n'elu, and ndị Igbo nọ here na-eri ji, ndị akakwa nka, ndị Igbo ga-anọ here mee ele ha na-eme ha aka nka here, ndị Igbo nọ here na-eme care work, na-eme ka ndụ ha dịkwuo more better. Onwekwe ndị na-look after our old men and our old mothers. Anyị ncha nọ here na-eme care work according to them. I'm not doing care work for information, but ndị na-eme na-ajụ ihe ọwụ ndụ ọ dị mma. IPOB ihe anyị na-aga through, anyị deserve ya. Should we na-ajụ ka anyị hapụ ihe a riwezie ji na-agbazi egwu araba nkụ, egwu ndị ara, egwu race ha lara n'iyi na-achọghị ndịchi, because other race na fighting, other race in Africa are fighting. It's only ndị Igbo ndị na-enwe ha except IPOB. And the number of ndị a na-eri ji here, imagine na ha pụta decide ya na-atụ ego. Okay, let me see this one. I don't want to block the wrong person here before my hand. So, okay. I don't want to mess around the talk. I'm happy to block the wrong person. So I don't know. Some of them are responding to the fools here. So I need to be careful so that I won't block the wrong person. So our Mazi. So I'm in na Sadia. A call one a comment section because other people are commenting. The question here, so where do we go from here? Should we continue? Zawazendi Beribe, and the Fulani and the Yoruba, and the Europe, Nam is in oil now. Because how can I volani sign a deal? I may have mano from Yoruba land, I may have mano from Bini, I may have mano from Awasa, I may have mano from Ugawasa, or from Alibo and I'm in mano to Europe. And you woman be foolishly fool nearly Eugene outside. I know no money and all. I only already a lock. Even if I'm at him energy lock, but him people be by now. Well, normally I have lock while any day heavy look now hang with the lock. So where do we go from here? Should we continue or can person? Oh, I I know him here. This is not a formal broadcast in Nadia. It's just a quick one. I know that I'm closely an hour here. Let me see. Yes, approximately an hour now, which I will be out now. So I'm not in my comfort zone. So I'm sorry, where do we go from here? Okay, can you again? I want to go in and do Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi has something to put. Happy one day, Aburela ni. Even with the special council, is working also with the zoo. In these guys, he's working with the zoo, the special council. He want to tag IPOB as a violent organization. That's what he is trying to, so that court case only do na chebiane na keji prolong why because how we go shiri na eba ko shiri so that na court case e bia hanana as na abati poli ya relax pool can I get there next month. So you need to work hard. I try your best. You make a season in fashion like people. I have to follow from the same with Ekperima. Yeah, no kata be because na in fashion like you which was Ekperima fashion. IPOB na how Ekperima fashion and IPOB na how Ekperima fashion. So where do we go from here? I have to read some of the comments. And I say Prince Wilfred, say what was the question? Exactly, I have explained that. Mazi Wilfred, I have explained that. So what is your take on this? Mazi, there's no going back. Mazi OCC, there's no going back. And Mazi Johnson said there's no going back. Mazi Gilbert say Mazi, I think this, okay, I've read that before. So let me see this one. This thing is jumping up and down, so I don't want to be reading myself back again. Mazi, we have gone too far to go back, sir. This is Mazi Fabian. Mazi Nwa Ede We never give up. Okay. Mazi David D. Chooks. Oh, it has jumped on me. I don't know why this thing is jumping on me. Choose. I've just missed your write up there to see what you're saying. Um, they declared no fly zone. Yes, I've read that before. Mazi airspace. Yes, airspace. Isaiah Oba. Just want to see who wrote this. Greetings, Mazi Isaiah Oba. Ezoku Dekife. Yeah, so okay, let's see the other one. You are how we move. Okay, we'll read everything we see here. Okay, I need to see who wrote this. I want to get the person who wrote this. Is the Lord? I just want to get this quickly. For some reason, the loading is not coming up. I don't know what the problem is. So I want to see who comment this, but unfortunately, maybe the idiots have run away. Maybe that's why the loading is taking time to come up. Okay, you are okay. Okay, let me see. I have to move on. Okay, Mazi, not going back. You've said that to cross the Rubicon. Obedi, prosper. You are saying Nigeria na zoo. Nnamdi Kanu when say Nigeria na zoo, the zoo prison. Now that is why the zoo is zoo now. Even when the court have decided acquitted him now, don't they act like zoo? And that's what makes you do, even though you're faceless. Even though you're faceless, that's what makes the zoo the zoo. Somalia is even better. Of course, you said it here. Somalia is better. Persona, peace. Even so, the zoo is zoo. Nigeria is at war with itself. I think Nigeria claimed that he's a giant of Africa. Let him go to war with the Niger Republic now. Let him go to war with you don't know Nigeria has been infiltrated. All the lawmakers in the zoo now is Niger Republic. They are from Niger Republic. All those people you see as your lawmakers in the zoo are from Niger Republic. The origin is from Niger Republic. That's why they are fighting against Nigeria not to go to war with Niger. And that is why you have repentance Boko Haram in Nigerian military. So they will monitor every move. So if you yourself prosper, claim that you are Nigerian, you have been, I believe that you are not even a Nigerian. You probably from Niger Republic. So you have been overrun. A Niger Republic man ruled Nigeria for 6 years. And he returned there. Go and check where your so-called president of Buhari, if he's the fake one, that go and check, Google and check where he is at today. He's in Niger, not in Nigeria. That's where he come from, and he has returned back there after how many years? After 6 years, he has returned back to Niger Republic. So to fix his country. So you are nothing but just a mumu man. So we respond to you how you have it here. So let's continue and see what other people write here. Okay, okay, let's see. I don't know, this thing is jumping, it's driving me crazy here. I don't know, it's jumping all over the place. Too many comments everywhere. Okay, okay, I don't know. This person is like responding. Okay, you are responding to the other guy. Take care of family. All you are just using the so-called Biafra to draw our attention. Look at this idiot. Robinson. So let me just send you to where you belong. Of course, you are not supposed to be here. So that is the way it is. We are responding to the infiltrators. Please do respond to them. These are fools. They will come here to always antagonize. They will not. You never see them even defend the zoo. The only people that are still defending even the zoo are the same Biafrans. They hate so much. You never see them defend the zoo anywhere. You never see them. So where is this one here? Maz, we must continue, not going back. Eke Lazarus said not going back. So let's see. Yes, Maz, we are responding. Of course, yes. Please do not stop. Do not stop, please. Maz, this thing now about Haninishi now. So you do sometimes what we do in IPOB, we can't stop. After sometimes we can't stop and see how people are reacting and the way people feel about what we're doing. So if you feel like our people in India, do you feel happy looking at your fellow Igbo people or Biafrans here with the happiness? And the manner that now you have no more future in the zoo. There is no future whatsoever. Ordinary president, election, I got to election, and 4 years again, I got the same thing. No solution to their problem. And they are not doing anything. They are not even rebelling. They are not questioning how they're being humiliated in the zoo. So where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Even this guy that called Ojo Zokalo was humiliated at the same time. Oh, why people did Nnamdi Kanu campaign for his release? The other day, everyone was in a Senate because all hope also for an Igbo, also for an Igbo Nigeria, nothing. They destroy your property. I look at how many Yoruba people in a prison, how many Hausa and Fulanis in a prison. Those our brother Madubu who say 80% of them in detention. Akobata na Abuja. Igbo youth. Igbo youth now did involved with Ekperima. But to do to make Ekperima at rubbish that place. The DSS just to prove the Nigerians in Hana on Nigeria government. Hagaga Omwaka youth name where he don't be akutana here. I was there. Nobody talks. Igbo people no lower Benua. Egi to I get humiliate him anything. Onwe ndi Igbo na bia maka. Ha na wundi Igbo. Onwe. Egi ni Igbo property ni Igbo damage nothing. Ha na riji here onwe nothing. They don't care. Ndi segregate hall of $100,000 hall of $100,000 for Iriji. The moment Habra the whole Ujuru, the American authorities are Biachoshan, police are Biachoshan from their $100,000 across on the one anymore. Whoa! How do you, as a freedom fighter that is fighting and spending your time and money and sacrificing your family for everything for these people, how do you feel looking at this kind of people behaving this way in South Africa, in America, in England, in UK, in Ireland, anywhere? That's the worst part of it. This guy is on your agent. Who are you talking to? You must receive sense. Who are you talking to? Okay, now you explain yourself. Then, of course, we'll send you to oblivion. Okay. Of course, that's it. You've gone there now, isn't it? That one is gone. Completely mumu man. You know? So that we fish them out, we deal with them. Some of them escaped me due to too many comments coming in at the same time. You know? So okay, Mazi telling me to block Obid. Okay, let me see where if I can get him. Let me see if I can get him. I know that the guy is an idiot. So let me see if I can get him. You know, let me see if I can get him. Too many comments, so it's very hard for me to. This time easy to get them. You know, because comments flooded in. I cannot even trace them as quick as, you know. So where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? On that note, I'm gonna end this quick one because I'm not in my comfort zone. I'm gonna end it, and I will come back to you as soon as I return. And if there is any reason for me to come here for an emergency in the next few days that I will be, and also on transit, then I will, connect you immediately from where I am. From where I am, I will comment. I will come to you any time that is necessary for me to come. Of course, I will come to you. So on this note, I'm going to end this evening program from my location. It's a very quick one, but I've managed to spend an hour here. And once again, it's a pleasure to have all of you here. And remain strong. We must continue. We must continue. There will be no retreat, no surrender. This question of where do we go from here, funding ARG, we will continue to throw that question, and we'll continue to ask that question, because me myself, I'm beginning to have a bit concern for these people we are trying to save, and Haneliji aside. Haneliji, so Haneliji aside, very shameful and senseless. They don't have feelings. They don't have feelings. I love it. I support it, but not when your people are dying. Not when your people are dying, and not even only that, when other African countries and race are moving on, fighting, signing deal, negotiating with the people that will help them. Our own, they are busy. Mazi, to be honest, whatever that is playing on right now in the zoo has been orchestrated many years ago against the indigenous people. We are so proud of the US, of course. The US, I ain't even mad. Mazi, it's orchestrated, but in the modern religion now, the question, where do we go from here? And the I go to save Haneliji here. Imagine in a war front now to defend our people. Other people are engaging. Ohanes indeed don't have front, in the fight, in the look after. Ohanes indeed no there. A blue Biafrans during the Biafran war. Many Igbo people to other African countries. Ohanes will never make any move to trace Igbo people, Igbo children, Igbo to African countries, dump one. They become naturalization to that country. They never trace them. They never look for them. The other time you saw our people, Igbo race, from Haiti, all the way from Haiti, then themselves make a move to find our people, to trace their origin to Enugu. They came. Ohanes and Igbo didn't do anything. They were not too happy to see that. We don't have Ohanes and Igbo representative as a front, as an umbrella to protect our people. They don't go for anything outside the zoo. You don't see them outside in diaspora. They always be on a look at a small boy, the British High Commissioner, a small boy that assembled them, promised them that he will develop Igbo land. And they took a picture. Ishagu, you were the guy. Don't you see that he has Igbos at heart? He wear Ishagu now. He wear our dressing to fool the fools. He wear Ishagu. He has Igbos at heart. He want to develop Igbo land. He want to. Don't you see? He want to develop. He's one of us. He want to develop Igbo land. We welcome. It's a welcome development. Here's a picture. Ohanes and Igbo. No other organization apart Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Ipob that is speaking for the interests of the entire East, and they are fighting to stop it. They paid them. They employ some agents to fight and stop Ipob and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And once you remove them in the picture, then what else? When it doesn't nobody. You only people, no one representative. And when you can make a may Peter be here, this umbrella of Ohanes and Igbo will not stand up. Is there any of them talking? Any of them talk when clergymen and is there any other group talking except Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The only group talking came a wage a war. A Jidoni the other people to disobey the DOS, disobey the leadership. Listen how we are nature end is DOS as it una plan Igbo nweze now. Igbo nweze look na everybody Igbo nweze ndị Igbo anaghị achọ ka anybody do ha na nwa Igbo nweze otu aka unu ga-eshi n'uze stand still ana aro obodo the pitch enwezi ihe ọbụla eke ya na-eme you will not say anything because unu enwe eze now. Unu enwe group, unu enwe umbrella, unu enwe anybody that's nobody. That is why they keep fighting. DOS a criminal, DOS this. The person that said DOS or not an IPOB or not contribute. He doesn't support. On our interest of Ndibu. A content creators or gradually on social media and distract you from the reality. From the reality. I come unstoppable comedy. Let us page a short or down. Reduce way Nasha the hope nearly hedging now because in where he may post na boom his page during the time of election. You know, you let me na distract you. After election, hell that page almost 4 million. 4 million Henry. How am the same oil from there? Yeah, get Chris another one. The other one is as I call Hanu Katakwa the other day. Demonetized because he need to distract you during that election. After election, all the whole content creators need go and check them now. Those pages 4 million, 3 million, 1 million, all of them on what's working around. I hate it is busy. All hate support because you like Rebana Kasri. Unana have bad reasonable. Eben the church. Or about the hack this is indicate for us what IPOB and the leadership. Nnamdi Kanu no way human fight for your interests. In fact, they got even to the so-called Nketa. There is a bureau, Ken of all time. Use one I ought to record to deal. Mahama Kwanya. Only him Marubu who will say that Ndemara Makiji. Unu ga-ajole ndị mara maka ije na okwuru okwu ọrịfara ọ gwala unu si DOS ihe ewu that na mgbe ya kwuru okwu DOS again because of the source of the information she bịa at that moment which DOS is listening but we try to take time because whatever the DOS the leadership is doing is for the interest of Onyendu and IPOB and the family and Biafrans at large so nobody rebelled against him so when you you know, the source, look at the person the leadership, the special counsel. Una hugonia corporate now, be me exposed. Because all the leadership of the Dagua wounds, we are Unagaharekwe, so come man to Jackie doctor me. So you do you say, Ndahamana Makiji. So lend their honor, Ndia house one day, they know. But to go his own little bit anger but him and any lemon will call them the leadership may call them because how wouldn't nature zolo so no one need maga much a on the kahama so hage and what it is but have like that of they then not listen implement whatever he says but lazy no who's on look at him now attacking penalizing on because court case in Abia he want to make auto recreate the content nyage this I need him happen now he no to go na dey runu na etu with runu 2000 to with 500 the same the same thing na enwe ka ọ na-enwe but out of tago so where do we go from here Hana reach so on this note, this is where I'm going to leave it now. Thank you very much once again for coming around. Anytime I'm in my comfort zone, when I return, I will let you know that I've returned and I will then do proper analysis on this. This is what I have on this evening. I will keep an eye on the social media to know what is happening and also on ground. Thank you to our brother Mazi Sanwolu for yesterday. I know that the network could not allow him to, to come through our app, but to remain resolute, to listen to Radio Biafra is very, very important. These are one of, not even our main source of information. Of course, follow some of us on social media and also on a Twitter. Mazi is Mazoba official. So Mazi Sanwolu make a gift. Okay, Mazi Elochukwu, Hanchanucha there, all the media warriors, all of them, media warriors. One name to Zedek, Hanchano there. These are areas that you can go and learn. We are not content creators. We are telling you the real thing, things you need to know about our land and what is happening. If you fail to follow this kind of people, you are finished. You go to a Ekperima, he will dance for you, he will talk rubbish, he know how to manipulate your brain. Or discover on the side of IPOB. I heard him saying the other day, IPOB were prescribed, but he was saying that they should kill IPOB. He was criticizing the Igbo governor, the same people who are sponsoring him. He want to make it look like it's against them, but they are the heavy one that's sponsoring him through our people in America. The Eastern governors and they came and attack IPOB, label IPOB terrorist group as in the proscribed IPOB, the people who are fighting, who has no arm. But he was the one who told Asare Dokubo to kill IPOB. The IPOB DOS are illiterate or illiterate. They are different from him. He himself is autopilot. But today he's talking like his favorite. So emotion, but Berima is against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, but he's speaking this now, so we should follow him. He's the good guy. He knows how to manipulate you. But we are the same now. We are the same how we are from the beginning till now. We don't create content. We are here to restore Biafra land. Anytime Biafra is restored, probably you will never see me on social media, Facebook. Most importantly, I'm telling you right now. Because I opened Facebook a long time until IPOB in March. We started using it to disseminate the information of Biafra restoration, which I give it to the Facebook. They have done a lot. I know that sometimes they are not fair to us, but to be honest, they have done a very good job. They have helped us to make sure that the gospel of Biafra is being spread across the nook and cranny of social media. We appreciate them. Because without Facebook, I don't know where the Biafra restoration would have been. We would have gone too far, but would have been a little bit, somehow. But we've used it to make sure that the Biafra restoration has gone this very, very far. Thank you, all of you, for coming. Okay, so this one, of course, these are some harlots he sleeps with. These are the ones who got Valentine with Ekperima. Valentine. So she went and did Valentine this year. I got the information very right. A very inside source told me some of these women went on Valentine with Ekperima, a freedom fighter. He claimed that he's a freedom fighter. The guy has problem. Only demented, mentally sick. Ekperima is mentally sick. He needs psychiatrists. So he took these women like this one that is commenting here. They went on Valentine on the 14th of February this year. We had the information and we know where they went. Almost all the entire Umar Highway and all of them. They went for Valentine and when he was happy about Valentine, but some of you do not know. So let me send this one to Oblivion, of course. So I spend my time to say it so that the woman will get what I'm saying. So before I send her to Oblivion. So so this is it. Of course, I've sent that one to Oblivion. So we get the information that they went for Valentine. While our people are dying, they are doing Valentine. All the other highways, most of them, I have the names of them, but I don't need to mention all their individual names. So they went on a Valentine with Ekperima, on the 14th of February this year. They went. I am not lying. It came from reliable source. One of the person who participated in that Valentine. So we don't want to mention names. So this is the way it is. And thank you very much for joining me again. And we must continue, remain strong and resolute. We are not going to back down. Onyendu must be freed. But what you have to know in IPOB, there is no monopoly. Anybody that's found as a threat to what we're doing, we expose the person. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Any them mess up here, she's threat because this is a IPOB Biafra restoration. We don't hold any prisoner. We don't. Onyendu futakwa actually lekokwa this is different thing. And I say Onyendu, well, this is not how we started. I get me kwa respect as you know. So but then we will tell him the truth that this is not you that we know. So this one again goes again because Biafra is not a personal, it's not a family, it's not something that anybody can say that you know he's all on it. We all you know state holders, is it stakeholders? Okay, stakeholders, of course. So we have interest in as much as we want our people to have a better life. Whatever we are doing here is out of love. It's not out of it. I always say this: be your brother's keepers. Don't sabotage what we are doing. Look at what other countries are doing. Even the Niger Republic that I keep using now as a reference point, whatever you know, whatever they did, when they have an open game announce, the joint had an open game announce like Equilima is always shouting all over the place because he's a coward. I'm in Finland or Putaha. Anya alawa ya be yiri regalia. Owo onye awonye agog. Owo onye agog. Inu na he na social media kuru helmet na akpo iri. Helmet anje agba igwe here. Ina eji na akpo iri. Regalia military regalia here. I'm gonna shop here anytime I'm gonna shop. I will turn the camera on. You see a banner military regalia here. Anybody can wear it. Onye ka oji bia na muru na ba na asapu nish. Anytime I wear this, you will know. Anytime I wear this, you will know. But we came to Finland. You as a coward as you are, you refuse to come out to talk to Biafrans. Or using the jailbreak, you know, now your box room. No, Onyendu have make it very clear that you know, our people to stop. That only our criminal. It's up to you guys. You know, you know, P2B here. He attacked P2B, continue to attack P2B, his brother, attacking P2B until that mission accomplished. So what does he want? Now everything in our support to Nigeria, in our support to Nigeria, in our support to Niger Republic. Niger is Nnamdi fighting against Biafra. But then Niger free on from Nigeria and the clutches of the Western world. Okay. Then is it Nigeria is na haga go there. He said that na if Nigeria goes to war with Niger, that you will attack Nigeria from the east. Now the question is that in Nigeria attack from the east, are you with Nigeria or are you with Niger? Because the thing record. So Nigeria should stay, not to go to war, so you will not attack them. So to remain as one Nigeria. But if Nigeria go to war to Niger, you will attack Nigeria from the east. And then Niger will be free. Just can anybody explain that? Yes, another foolish generated one. So of course, yeah, another foolish generated one. So we are fishing them out. We know how to fish them out. We know how to fish them. We know how to fish them out. You know, so we will force them to react. Then I send them to oblivion. You know. Mazi, welcome. You know, private line and see what I sent to you. So yeah, Mazi, I will check it. I don't have the other phone here with me, so I may not see it until after the broadcast. you know. So which way? Attacking the zoo from the east when they will go to war in Niger Republic. So what you're telling them, don't go to war to Niger Republic or Niger Republic so that they will not be attacked. Because you have made it open now, you will attack them. And as you claim as a military man, but Niger, the junta in Niger strike here, both France take everybody unaware. Or Bradokwe in a public is in Yaga Mecca, Yaga made the other one. Or Open here now, but every time you now brag and now make a noise on social media. Open here, no military that will ever come out in the open and talk about their strategies. Even IPOB don't even talk about their strategies in the open. They don't. They don't talk about their strategies. What they come on air to do is give our people basic information and guide them. They don't. Because once you say your strategies and what you have to do, you are giving it. That means to prepare in advance. But this boy will come on the social media, he will talk, and he will unreasonable people. Going there, hey, you're saying, Anna, you're doing a nice job, you're great, you're alone, you will hear Orga na way for you, now for you. So people from this northern that says they will fight against Niger with Niger, so they are foolish. Your question doesn't make sense because let me just get you out. You don't need to be here. You don't need to be here, Austin. You don't need to be here because I need to get you out of this place. You don't need to be here. Your question doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. The northerners who are actually the northerners who are actually supporting the Niger Republic, because most of them are from there. They invaded Nigeria now. They invaded Nigerian space, so they took advantage of it, and they were stealing from Nigeria. But what they are stealing from Nigeria is not enough for them. They need to be in charge of their country, and that is why. And to be honest with you, whatever they are stealing from Nigeria is not going to the poor masses. It's not going to the poor masses. It's the big fish, the big politicians, the way you have them in Nigeria. Like whatever that is happening in Nigeria. Tell me any Nigerian citizen that is on, except in the north, that is actually benefiting or that have this child benefit that people are having in the Western world, despite the massive, income that they are receiving from the resources. Even ordinary road, go to Anambra Enugu road now, go to Port Harcourt Express road, go to anywhere in the east, so basically the people that are benefiting are the big politicians. Igbo politicians created insecurity in the east to make money for themselves while the people are dying. Now tomorrow, if the people or the young military people who are in the military now decided to revolute now, like IPOB, you will see the people now, ordinary people will join them. Do you get me? The ordinary people will join them because ordinary civilians will not know how to revolute. Somebody must lead them. And this is why when IPOB Mazi Nnamdi came out, a lot of people joined him, because now our people have seen somebody who is genuine and talking. Do you get me? So this is what happened in the Niger State. Go and Google and look at we are receiving pictures from Niger Republic here that they are suffering. I may not need a peanut. I may not have not gone to school for how many years. I may not, is suffering. We need you to donate $1 here. We need you to donate €1 here. We need you to donate £1 here to help and support the family of Amina. They walk distance in desert to go and fetch water. This is the advert the French people and the British are aiming here. They are aiming it here. I'm telling you on the national television. Why they were mining uranium and gold that is in Amina's community, giving her nothing. Do you get it? That is why when the junta, for whatever reason, came out, and with the information we have gathered here, this president here removed has been removing a lot of military officers who not even, he's been retiring a lot of military officers whom he felt as a threat to him. He has been doing it. It's only when he gets to this particular junta, this junta realized that this man is about to remove him. He got intelligent and he gathered his boys. They agreed and they realized that this country needs to be savaged from this man, and that is why they launched this, coup, and they succeeded. And as soon as they succeeded, what happened? Immediately they went and take back the resources. They stopped all the uranium minings. France, that claimed to be working to deliver to protect this thing in Niger Republic, not is it in Niger? Niger. Is it in Niger? The other country, Mali, sorry, Mali, not in Niger. Mali, when the Mali threatened to free themselves, the French went and put concrete on the sewage system. Sewage, they used concrete and covered it. Do you know what it is to pour concrete on a sewage system in the country? You want to destroy that country, and that's what they did. And they use it to threaten other francophone countries. If you don't sign this deal for us to stay here, this is what is going to face you. So these people seeing what is happening and taking the courage to come out to deliver them, that's why you see a massive turnout from the people, from the public, to support the junta in Niger Republic. Now they put the Sultan of Sokoto, who is also the puppet of the West. The West give more authority to Sultan of Sokoto to be controlling Nigeria and also controlling Niger Republic. So as soon as this thing happened, Sultan of Sokoto and the Abubakar and a few other ones flew themselves to Niger Republic. And at the airport, the junta give an order to deport them back, that he doesn't want to see them. Deport Sultan of Sokoto back from the airport. They didn't allow them to come out from the airport. Did you see what happened? They made the second attempt. Now they use Sanusi Lamido, because Sanusi Lamido is a head of one kind of secret society, which is the junta and a few of them, and also some of these governors. That is the one that make a breakthrough now to meet them. But then they did not reverse. These guys, these are young men. They did not reverse to the reinstating of the president Hemel overthrew. Now they even come out with a harsher condition. They said if France try to invade them, they will kill this particular president, and at the same time they will also even whether France invaded them, whether France did not invade, they made that one open, that if America or France invade them, they will kill this man. But at the same time, they have now come out again with another hard condition. They said that they are going to prosecute this man because of betrayal of the security of the country. Do you see how these people who want to move forward, people who want to progress? Do you see how they do something? Now they have disregarded the zoo and they have put no-fly zone in their country. So you, as even a Nigerian, as a useless Nigerian you claim to be, if you're coming from Europe now or from the West to Nigeria now, your ticket is going to cost you more, because you're not going to have a direct flight through Niger to Nigeria, because you have to fly over Niger to Nigeria. Now you have to fly around. All now Johnny get taking 5 hours. Now it's going to take you like about 9 to 10 hours. Go to the pilot and then the zoo. So it's going to affect. So Nigeria have put also a blockade. What do you call business transaction blockade? They have put, but this one is okay. They're going to put a business transaction blockade. Now we're going to put a blockade as well. So the zoo now flying from Nigeria to outside Nigeria, you're gonna fly around Africa before even you cross to anywhere you're going in Europe. Because normally you should have fly from Nigeria straight to where you're going, but now you have to fly around because there's no fly zone. There's a no fly zone in the area. If no pilots will ever try to risk that thing to fly there through that particular country. No matter what, as long as they have made that announcement, you can try it. You can't carry passengers of almost 200 or 300 and then fly through Niger Republic. They will shut you down. How about we again? So no one get save with their plane about to gear. This is what we're saying. India won't they call it deja. So if the zoo are blocking them this side, they have another way they are tackling also the zoo. So now Nigeria now as how we go Nigeria? So you want to threat now? You are an illegitimate president. You went there by proxy. Nobody. You didn't win the election. How we go to Nigeria? Say you mean not you people are giant of ants. You're not giant of Africa. Because they are fighting for survival. And anybody with this type of mentality of ideology, one nega or kodega you will not come back because they will fight to the bitter end. Because hey, mean go business. They will fight to the bitter end. They will fight with everything in them. And not only that, how will neighboring country? You launch attack on them, they will launch attack on Nigeria as well. They will attack back because they are not too far. They will send their missile. They will, and these people are well organized. Nigeria did not win Biafran war. Nigeria was a part of the fight there, Biafran war against Biafra. They fought on the Nigerian side. They have said it. Pantami recently I will post it. Once I finish on this now, I will post Pantami's Ihokuru about Niger fighting for Nigeria to win Biafran war. So Nigeria is a very long time Nigeria to go to war to Niger. After Niger have fought Biafran war for them. Do you see them my history? No, you are eating yam. Now politics politics. So these people now are taking over their country. And what the France may threaten there. And which France, if the France go to war there, they will lose because the France now will aggravate other countries in Africa now to even come against them either. Business ties, everything will be end. African, because the young youth now have waken up. African youth now waking up. They have seen what is going on. So they are no more going to be stupid. They will now revolt against their government anywhere. Even where France have assets, they will revolt against them. So France will be on the lose if they go to war there. Do you see how people who knows the strategies? But instead of Nigerian, military young youth should rise up and do rescue Nigeria, the answers would have helped them. But they were there, send their how stupid they are. They were there, send their to go and kill Nigerians who were fighting to get them a better wages. Do you see what we're saying? But look at Niger today. Look at the masses. Look at the people. People they can they are celebrating like God. I don't know what they call God there in their own language. Whether they call him Allah or they Mazi, you say Macron have apologized to Africans. Yes, he has apologized to Africa, but he's threatening to go to war in Niger. But I don't know whether maybe they apologize. Our recent one or the old one only a couple of months ago before this thing happened. I don't know. So you need to explain to me. Is it the one that he apologized before the invasion? Because he made this apology a few months ago and they never see this one that happened in Niger Republic coming. They never see it coming. So that is why it surprised them. Was it in Ivory Coast or Burkina Faso? When the Burkina Faso took over their own, they ordered the French miners to leave the country. Do you know what the French miners did? all that equipment, yeah, all that heavy trucks in their hand, the machines they use, with caterpillar line those bulldozers, those pickup and those new cars up. They lined up. They use the caterpillar and they crush all them. The pickups and the vans and everything here. You see how wicked France is. Wicked French people, very heartless and wicked people, very wicked people. We say it here so that some of them, I meet a French here, a French citizen, on your French, they think that we are stupid. I meet a French person here. I asked him, he started talking about it. I asked him, say, explain to me what you French are doing in Africa. The guy Akoja, he didn't expect that question from me. Say, explain to me what you people are doing here. And look at what you people are doing. Look at what your country is doing. The guy immediately said, yeah, sorry that their country is very bad. They are very bad country. The Frenchman was telling me that their government is very evil. That and at the same time he was trying to advise me. He said that but what happened in Zimbabwe, that Mugabe should have waited and learned the work of farming in the hands of colonial master before he could cut off the ties or before taking the farms away from them. He shouldn't have taken it immediately. He should have waited and learned how they use the Mazi. No, we are you people. Mazi, no. What Mugabe did was the right thing. See, we are you people feeding Africa before you came? Are we not feeding before you came to do your farm to steal our land in Africa? Okay, you are right on this. So we've been feeding ourselves. We've been existing. It's not France. It's not Britain. It's not Europe that we are feeding Africa before you came to this. So what is this thing you want to tell us how to cultivate or how to farm? Get out of the country, because you people are there doing more killings than even our more than what you're giving to us. You are stealing from the land. You are stealing from these people. So do you see what I'm saying? So we need to, our people need to wake up. So here the Niger Republic is a kind of something that is a the joy. Even the Western people, some of the Western analysis here, journalists that are doing analysis here are saying that the West were stealing from these people, and they have realized it. They didn't say that what Niger Republic did is bad. They didn't say that what the junta did is bad. It's only Nigeria that sees that what the junta, the military youth who fought to remove somebody, is bad. It's Nigeria. It is you. You see what we're saying? Do you feel me? The journalists, the Western journalists who do proper research and analysis, in-depth analysis on what happened in Niger, said that Niger did a nice job, and they are tired of being robbed of their natural resources and being, presented as a poorest country in this world. What these people were doing was presenting Africa that they are bad, they are hungry. What they were doing that Africa cannot feed themselves, but they are there stealing the natural resources, using 70% of resources from Niger to generate electricity in France, while Niger is using electricity from Nigeria. Do you see the wickedness? Do you see the evil of France in Africa? And now France is compelling Nigeria because Tinubu is a citizen of France. They made him the chairman of ECOWAS. So to use him to make a decision to force other African countries to go to war to Niger, the neighboring country. Do you see what we are saying? Do you see? So we must learn a lesson. Equally, Joe Biden has started noticing. Okay, I do. So, well, yeah, this happen in the they use to call Nigeria to cage down Africa. Of course, that's what we are saying, and that is why now the life of Nigerians now are at risk now in Africa. Imagine the lives of Nigerians are now at risk in the continent of Africa. Anybody now seen as a Nigeria in any African country now, you can at the same time, because other African countries are seeing you Nigerians as a puppet that the West are using to traumatize them or to intimidate them. So any action Nigeria is taking now is going down on Nigerians. And any action Nigerian government is taking is going on them, and the Nigerian government doesn't care because they are not the government of the people. You voted for P2B, they choose somebody else for you. You voted for they select somebody else for you. Do you see how this world rolls? And you did nothing. You did nothing. You post Yoruba say like they don't. The busy now matter West one who can not I know you mark my word, if care is not taken, Yoruba would the first people that would declare their Oduduwa Republic. And okay, Nunu from Nanyam, can be any Zijiga, IPOB make eleven Echebram IPOB, 11 Nnamdi Kanu. By then, Ndi Fulani, Abiazian Troko, John Izaka within the Niger Republic, Kawazunas. Mezune mere na ụmụ nwaanyị anyị ebuzie ha kwa chọọchị ahụ unu gara aga abịa na chọọchị dị abịa ekpokoro unu ndị iberibe na-amaghị ihe mere ụwa na the world is moving on. Unu na-aga church, go to other race now. No other people that goes to church like crazy every Sunday other than Igbo race. Biafran people, go to other, I'm telling you, go to other race. Go to other race. Go to other. Even on Sunday here, yesterday was Sunday. As you know, I came over the weekend. So yesterday was Sunday. I went on the street here. Everybody eyes water, no one bottle. I went to the church buildings here, but nobody, no one put everywhere joy because Sunday people are using it to rest, to commemorate with families, enjoy their families. Everybody sit here together. I got out and I got out in the restaurant. It's okay. I got for yesterday. I got from restaurant to Adequate Mahama. Because some matter come now. You got be bending matter on Sunday man one. I be a national here see a unknown God. Do you see what we're saying? And even I now one day ban a church channel room tune in one another place. They are completely distraction in the highest level. You know this evil clergymen here and there, everywhere, evil clergy everywhere. They got all these evil clergymen for you. And now and then you have publicity. Go to North and I got church in no time. The Niger Republic they come here. They are the religious, controlled by Sultan. But in those areas, the people, the masses said, no, we cannot obey you. You can't come here and also compromise the freedom of speech here. You can't have here be me. How to allow the man make their decision, make their firm stand. So when the so-called president who the Western puppet. Go up there, so Anna the Brazil. They are moving on. And Igbo man can reach when they are stabilize here, develop with them, and using the Brazil now about Niger Republic. My words and Dibo, I will put over Guinea America, OC America. I'm America. This one America. This one we are for Thailand. This one Ukutogo for Aki Kenga for Niger Republic. Nnamdi. Ndị ahụ dị disabụrụ abụrụ na-enwe sense of belonging. Even at the face of adversity, they don't care. We don't see them. The world is moving on. They have been left behind.
Make your point without shouting. Mention church. God is bigger than man. Look at this Okoko. Look at this Okoko. Elebono or jump wala. Elebono. Let me just send the idiot out. Let me send the idiot who hopeless. Mention church. You want me to mention church, but you know where you're going. How many church would I mention? Ondike Yoruba wetra, or Ondike Hausa wetra, or Ondike West wetra. How many churches in Igbo? Go and count them. Different denominations, different doctrines. How many? How many of them will I count? Are we Ondike no Akwa Ibom? Lero Mwaka no Akwa Ibom. Nasa parents anishi.
na Akwa Ibom elere ụmụaka nwaanyị nwoke ga-elere nwa ya kpọpụta na go to YouTube and watch the dispatches, the witches, the child witches. I'm give you the title. Go to YouTube, type child witches in Africa. You will see what these people did to our children in Akwa Ibom. I got parents get with matakriga tie on a tree, see that no witch, no nyangwa the progress of the family. Why the pipe from pipe line from the community to Europe. But I'm no go demonize them antagonize them in the name of Jesus. But in the Jesus said, nail the pipe, the future of that child, nail the pipe now be here. You know, mention no church. How many of them? They said in every square meter, 10 square meter or 5 square meters in Akwa Ibom, a church. Every 5 to 10 square meters in Akwa Ibom, there is church. Tell me which state that doesn't have church in Igbo land. And look at the life of an Igbo man today. It does Igbo people behave? Does Yoruba and they behave? Can he behave in a church and a religion? Can't you see how they organized? A home getting pro one who quota our election many people even though Nnamdi Yoruba vote to be in Hungahana, how no quite another mathematics when one how like clergymen how they can help you. Did you not see it? Did you not see it? But to look at in the clergy or church in Baka Kanu campaign against P2B from the Muslim. Did you not see it? Can you go to Muslim and campaign against a Muslim who is contending for election? A happy but our own these people, clergymen will give chance. I bet you Christian condemn their own author. The other one says in the biggest church in Abuja. We know whom they may Peter be out to a vote. He had been a polling booth to be the deliverance. Instead of voting, encouraging people to vote for the person. Peter be a church here. This is how your God is bigger than. Look at your life and your God that is bigger than anybody. Look at your useless life. In your look at Niger Republic have revolted and take their country back. Your own you can as a slave. Ibrahim being advice about God. Who does? Don't you see my name there as Ayoba? Do I look like somebody who doesn't come from a Christian background? Don't you see my name there? Did I change it? I know why I still left it with that English name that I'm answering. Because I want the people, when I'm talking, you will know the person who is talking is not somebody that is outside. Does my name not explain to you the kind of family background where I come from? I'm no Ibrahim being my advice. I'm not how they carry me. Look at your life, look at. Can tell me what thing you can be proud of. Both in your church, you're not organizing. How many churches came in Alibu? Does that bring all of you together? Does church bring? Do you marry from Catholic to Anglican church? Did the Anglican church marry from Catholic? Does the Anglican church marry from Methodist? Does the Methodist person marry to Assemblies of God person? Are they worshiping different God? Are they not claiming that they are going to the same God? You want to tell me how? So your your God is one, but you see everybody talking about his own doctrine and church, and you see the other ones are their own and their group. And does that bring them together as one people who come from the same race, who speak the same language, and support one person? You come here to give me advice. I know how they can. Look at your name now. And those other people are moving on. Other people are moving on. Look at Niger Republic and who your neighbor have managed to come together. One revolution, the guy. But to look at who answers here. 6 months, 2 weeks, back to square one. And look at what is the inflation of money today? What is the price of petrol? I'm not had the carrying in our mind. But in the mother nearly pipe from here now they do Europe here. But you want a petrol. But how early your pipe oil now they do Europe almost 10 to 15,000 kilometers. You did not do anything. You worship their God, but you demonize your own chuku. The thing is that give him God Stephen. is that Jesus Stephen? In the meaning of your name. You come here to give me advice. Come on, will you get out to here? You goat. You think now here be church? You think now we are happy? Do I look to you like I'm a hungry person here? Do you think that I'm surviving and my life here depends on from the zoo? I'm a hard work. I have profession. I live a better life here, but I'm here trying to open your eye. You know, here now I call rubbish. Look at it, where other people are moving on. You come and answer as a owner of Ireland. You as South Africa. You that's where you go and answer as in a foreign land to other countries. But you cannot stand and support your own. Umbrella. Front. Christianity one under one umbrella. You people don't have front. Let me tell you, the other day I was watching a program here to tell you how foolish in the church and the Christian are. Now you provoke me to tell you how useless and in the church program and the church are how foolish and hopeless had that na abu in the Christian in Nigeria, and their counterpart here in church program contacted them. They follow Christians and in Nigeria. Say, how can we help? This is I watched the program. The man was asking the Christians counterpart here were asking them, how can we help you Christians in Nigeria? Do you know what their response? The Christians in Nigeria responded. Do you know, guys? Do you know what the response? You'll be shocked. Do you know what the response from the Christians in Nigeria? Do you know what they responded when the Western Christians were asking them, how can we help you? Do you know what they responded? They responded that we don't need any help. That what they need is prayer. That day, according to that day, come three Christianity backwalk, church, Jesus backwalk. That day come here. That now people are here to help you. When they hear that they are killing you, they said, how can we help you as Christians? They say, you don't need any help. That what you need is prayer. And this is the mess I know today. This is where this is the mess I know here. When somebody call you to help you, say that you don't need their help. What you need is prayer. Who prayer help? Look at the mentality, Nigerian mentality, Christianity. Here, this our brother is shouting. Look at the mentality. When somebody heard that you've been killed, you saying, okay, we need the military support, we need the military hardware, we need the people, we need some kind of backup. It's saying that you don't need anything, that what you need is only prayer. And today the killings have continued, the killing of Christians have continued in Nigeria today unabated. It's saying now who do you get here giving him advice, nobody is bigger than God. Look at I know how they can. Let me just end it here. I'm just provoked now. I'm just highly annoyed now. It's not how I wanted to end this program, but however, it is what it is. Thank you very much for listening. I've stayed almost 2 hours here. I didn't plan for this, Always when you come here just to, to say something else will just continue to pop up. Thank you very much for listening. I'm very sorry for those of you who sees me sounding this way. The state our race is painful. No other race in this world have gone through what we are going through. No other race. Go and check the history. No other race. The Jewish didn't go through a quarter of what we have been through. Ndigo. And somebody here is coming here to give me advice on what, how to, and when the West called him, when the counterpart called him to ask him, how can we help? You don't know that man is God to man. You don't know that. You're coming here to give me advice. Thank you very much once again for coming around. I'm very sorry for being this very, very, very annoyed, provoked to this way this evening. And I'll come back to you anytime that is necessary. Keep on the good work. We are not going to back down. We must fight on and make sure that Biafra is restored. That's the last hope now. That is the last hope. That is the last hope. If Nigeria can fought for Nigeria to win the Biafran war, and now they decided to stay on their own, that tells you that this life is very funny. They booted Nigeria out now, and then they took their hold of their own country, and our people are the one that is becoming who want to remain in Nigeria. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to talk to you once again, and thank you for coming around. And keep sharing this. It's a very quick one, but I've stayed almost 2 hours. Thank you so much, and remain committed. Be your brother's keepers. Very, very important in what we are doing. See how they do it in other countries, and make sure that you yeah, Mazi, forget about those in US. So thank you so much. Keep on the good work. Always we must continue. Of course, we must continue and be your brother's keepers. Very, very important. Our people have suffered enough. We have suffered so much. We have suffered so much. I feel for you guys. If for life, I have a better life here. But onye si n'ụtọrọ bilie onwe ya nwụọ ọgbakebe. So that is what we are doing. Ọrụ na ọdịrị anyị na mma ihe ndị ebe anyị na-ata ahụhụ na-elook for our help. Look, our people are helpless. Sometimes I see some of them, they will call, they say that we are looking upon you people in diaspora. And that breaks our heart. We are looking upon you people. You people are the one that can save us in this mess in Nigeria. And people are here in a region. And I'm asking myself, are they not hearing what these people our people are saying? Then are they not on social media? Seeing our people will call in, they said, you people in diaspora that is our last hope. Thank you so much, all of you, and we will not disappoint you. Continue to remain strong. We encourage you back home to remain very, very strong. We love you. We love you. From my bottom of my heart, we love all of you, and we will do our best. As long as Chukwuabiama lives, as long as Chukwuabiama gives us strength, we will continue to do our best to make sure that you people are saved from this mess I know. And also I know sometimes we have offended ourselves in many ways, and learn how to don't be selling our people. And the one nine zuru phone no zuru ordinary pure water or no zuru coke. Don't stone them to death, please. Don't stone them to death. Don't burn them alive. These things have kind of consequences which some of us are suffering today. Do whatever you can. If they don't have, give them. I don't know, Coca-Cola if somebody can volunteer, let me pay for what he has stolen. Don't kill him, let him go. So can I happy dinner? Alanya is angry with our people because of a lot of innocent blood have been spilled. The enemy is killing us and we are killing ourselves. This is my kind of advice to our people in Aba, Onocha. Don't kill our people because of ordinary petty food. Our women should be respected. Don't do that, please. You cannot accommodate criminality and this type of evil. But unless then you people can verify, make sure before you give the person a judgment. So don't just do jungle justice. We are human beings, and the people are seeing all these things on social media. It doesn't represent good of ourselves. My special love to you, all of you, and it's not easy. We must keep on fighting, remain very strong, remain committed, remember our leader in prayer, support him. The condition of him and the situation we find ourselves with his siblings is very difficult one. Like I said, and then is proud. So that is the hard part. But identify him and isolate him in his evil. That's all we can say. Isolate the siblings of iniquities. Isolate them. so so that we can save Onyendu, so and also restore Biafra. But they have destroyed themselves, not the leader himself. Our leader still command respect, and we still have him at our heart, and we'll continue to be with him, showing him our solidarity, and we're going to continue to this Biafra restoration quest until Biafra is restored. Remain blessed and have a very, very lovely week. And I love you from all my heart. And as I said, it remains your brother's keeper. And it's from me, from the location where I am at this very moment. I'm not in my comfort zone. May Chukwu Kikabiyama continue to bless all of you. May Chukwu Kikabiyama bless your handwork. May Chukwu Kikabiyama keep you, strengthen you, give you courage to continue this Biafra restoration quest. Biafra we shall get. Remain blessed. Remain resolute. Togetherness, we shall get this Biafra. We shall free our land, motherland, in which we love so much. Have a blessed week. And in no distance time, it will be on a transit. Just in a couple of days, I will be on a transit. Then I'll probably connect from there to let you know how things are going. Remain blessed and may God bless you. Have a very lovely week. He said, Biafra remains our religion. And Radio Biafra is where we are worshiping. And Chukwu Kikabiyama remains our God. And it is good evening from here. From your brother, Comrade Mazi. Thank you.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.